very wrong. So the next 40 minutes, your hula baloo will start and they will. So we're discussing very simple things. And like I said, we have two forms of abuse when it comes to sexual issues. And we're discussing how to manage and how to deal with it. And like I said earlier, when it comes to abuse, you have two forms. Everybody must learn the two forms of abuse. We have the ones we manage and we have the ones we deal with.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, we deal with all of them. And that's where we get the escalation. And once you begin to deal with all of them, you begin to have problems. So today, specifically, I'm talking about sexual abuse. But all the notes you have on the systems that you're reading specifically, it brings you to a point where you will only learn to understand the abuse, the sexual abuse, as when a man is doing this, when a man is doing that, when a man is, usually that's a simple thing.
General,
unfortunately, it's not just that, but how to manage your emotional sexual abuse. So there are two forms. There is physical abuse and there is emotional abuse in sexual issues. So when it comes to physical sexual abuse, you deal with it. That's one. When it comes to emotional sexual abuse, you manage it. So when it's physical, you have to take a physical action. Some you fight. Yes. Some you need to fight your way out. Some you need to make sure that the other party can't overpower you. Some you need to prove to the other person that physically you can't have me. So when it's rape, when it's molestation, whatever, physically it's an abuse. So you need to have a physical approach to it. It comes to a time where before your physical abuse, you need to do some level of talk therapy, where you manage your emotions to physically attack. So sexual abuse have been treated straightforward. This is it. Yes, in our criminal code, rape is one of them, and it's a criminal offense against the government, and it's still within that level. And we can't change it. But we want people to learn how to deal with the two. So we have spousal rape. It's in our laws. A husband can rape a wife. Oh, yes.
Spousal rape?
Oh, yes.
But for the fact that they are married, I mean...
And for the fact that we are married doesn't mean that we can have sex with me anytime you want, anywhere, anyhow.
It's not an entitlement.
No. It is part of the consummation of the marriage. But it doesn't give you the right to say that today I'm not in the mood, today I'm like this, and then I'm not in the correct position, blah, 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 I have to give. No, that's not like that. There's a space within the law that gives you right the day you should have sex, not the day or whatever. There should be some understanding because it's coitus, and coitus means the two of us might tangle together. Sexual intercourse must not be done under duress. It has to be done with understanding. The two of us understanding that we want to do it. So there's something called spousal rape. You can rape your spouse.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And I have cases where people say, there's a woman who has 3 children. She tells me that, sincerely speaking, all the 3 kids she has, she was never conscious of the sex.
All of them?
Yes. She can sleep for you to have sex with. And that's an abuse. When you sleep when you are having sexual intercourse with a sleeping woman, it's abuse to you, the man. You see the form of abuse.
I mean,
physically the woman is asleep. Whatever you are doing, she's not
responding.
Charlie, that's abuse.
She's abusing you, the man.
Yes, because she has to be active for the act. She has to be active for the act. But unfortunately, he's not being active for the act. You're shocked, eh?
I've never heard
that.
Before.
That's because having sex with somebody under duress is wrong. So why will I be with you and then you said you are sleeping in my dabe? Yes? You want to do. When you finish, cover it. I'm sleeping.
So compulsorily, the other partner must respond, show gestures, be excited. You
have to respond. It's a call and respond, because sexual communication is where there is a sender and there's a receiver. Every erection needs direction. So it has to be directed well. So don't think that, that is why when you have a child who is not qualified.
Let me bring this in. Let me ask this question. So if you're having intercourse with a woman, for example, and she's not responding in moans, she's not moaning, can we say that that is also some kind of abuse? Because then there is no response in that regard. Does that also constitute abuse? You're having sex with her, she's just lying.
What are you expecting her to do? Like
to respond by way of maybe moaning. I'm using moaning as an example.
Okay.
If that is not coming, no.
There are people.
No.
It depends on the type of moaning you are expecting, because moaning can be abusive. Oh yes, there are people who can moan whilst you are not doing anything, like the Ghana woman. Cool. Nanu, nunko, fabicho.
Meanwhile, I don't do anything.
Oh, 13. The next time you hear, oh, nah, man, shut off. Quite bad when you get Sia elendo kono na.
Wow.
Ngelete chu o. Ire wo. Na e fe gugu epe. Shinimi to no ko fita no ko ka pe bi afise wo mbombo mo hey la ka fe go tin.
Wow.
So when you tell people to moan, you think that they are moaning. I've met girls who really gave some wild moaning to some big men who were not doing anything. Oh wait, so when we talk about sexual abuse, and we'll treat the sexual abuse on a big platform for us to understand. It's big. So your expectation for the type of moaning you are even talking about must also be known to you. Is it the type of moaning you heard from the other lady that you are expecting from this one? So you, the man who can abuse a woman you are expecting to moan.
Interesting.
Oh yes, because you expect that every morning to be but you can meet someone who, when they get to the peak of the game, they start singing. Will you run away?
Those are the people sing.
Oh yes, we had a show on Joy FM, myself and Alexis Build, and somebody called and said she met a lady that when she's getting there, she sings. And I said, what song? The guy sang the song and we're all laughing. How sweet the name of Jesus sounds. So imagine you alone in the believe, yes, he's ours. Will you run? And there are people that the way they moan even shows the way they broke their virginity.
You can infer that.
Oh yes, if they break a virginity in an area where you got excited and associated orgasm with the environment. Abalo, you know abalo, like your mother is coming, that you want to check how is the environment like. We are doing it, a quickie that broke your virginity, and the noise can come, and somebody will hear you, so you are asked not to do anything. And you are expecting, but see, even in the environment where she thinks the place is comfortable, she's still doing, and we have tribal moaning. Oh yes, every tribe.
It has a tribal dimension as well.
In Ghana, I studied and realized that every tribe and the way they do their sexual moaning, if it's genuine or it's being fake.
Wow.
The Ashantis have a different way of doing it. If you meet an Ashanti person and you the one on them are not their focus. Because majority of them run relationship by titles. So Dr. Ba, Otikoko Sonana, ne papa na ye ji nyina. So it is not about you. So your title is what they use on you. So if you are lucky and you have a title like a lawyer Remy, oh Dr. Nie, Dr. Bomodi. So actually it's not the performance, it's the title.
The title.
You see how the Ashantis do it?
Wow.
As compared to the guns that when you're even not performing, they make you feel you're on top. So if you have sexual intercourse constantly with a Ghana woman, you can lose a lot of games with an Ewe woman. Because the Ewe woman will not make a sound. There are those who hold their mouth.
That's the Ewes.
That's the Ewes. And as for the nodness, no movement, but they are enjoying. At best, you can have eye contact. You can see the. So you see, I don't know the type of money you are expecting, Shando. So it means that There are some sexual positions that you don't even know whether the person is giving you signs or not. Do you get a picture here? So tribally, and now for the fronties, oh my God.
They're the best?
You can't say they are the best, but when it comes to moaning with the fronties, they are the people that you are having sexual intercourse with them, and their English literature is like a classwork. I feel fantastic. The mom, I feel say, it feels strange, and I feel electric shock. Maybe it's very, very electrically enforced. So the fancy woman will moan with the type of words that she's constructing English with their local dialect. And they make you feel very romantic because as if sex is not for Africans. But remember, a man can be abused with too much talk during sex.
That one too is there.
Oh yes, you can abuse somebody verbally while they're having sex with you. Oh, because that's too much. Hey, quite cool. And your baby, I see Anna, Oneneda. And your baby, I see Anna, hey. I mean, that conversation doesn't make sense. And to go abroad, champion, I am saying, hey, quite cool. Too much talk. There are people that they don't even want you to ask questions. So I'm saying that in the first place, by your question, when somebody is not moaning and they're lying quietly, yes, it could be an abuse for you. But some of them,
if they moan at all,
yes, so the moaning too has a way of making sure that you don't abuse somebody with your moaning, because some choice of words. Somebody was having sex with somebody and the person said, "Oh my God, fuck it!" Then he stopped. The F word that came, fuck it. So what you mean? Are we acting porn? Then he stopped and lost direction.
Seriously?
Why we be? So you see, this thing called sexual abuse. There are many of the things we are doing, all of us, we are abusing ourselves. But I'm saying they're in two forms. We have the emotional sexual abuse and we have the physical sexual abuse, and each of them have a way we deal with them. So sexual abuse is not a broad thing that you sexually abuse me. Even introducing somebody into the sexual game could lead to an abuse. Are you aware that when I'm in a relationship with Getty and I know my intent is sexual intercourse, and I tell her straight, it's the best form. They're making her drive to understand that I'm in for sex. But she'll feel offended when I see her getting person in order. She'll feel offended.
But that one rather is not supposed to be.
But what am I in? I'm not in to marry her. I came for sex.
Okay.
So why don't I tell her the reason why I came? Simple.
That is not disrespectful.
What? Can you define?
It's not. I mean, is it not objectification? You see somebody and all of a sudden.
Is it not what is in me? And is it not your choice to reject it?
Well.
I have described you and told you what I want. So it's not where we work.
It is not harassment as well.
Harassment. I'm doing a request for sex. I've not touched you. By words, I'm requesting. And by what I'm seeing, I'm requesting. Your right to refuse is with you. So where the harassment is where?
So harassment would be if maybe you refuse and I still insist and...
So harassment is where you are doing the thing against the person's will. And until the person tells you what you are doing, I don't like, where does the harassment come in? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like there's a friend who doesn't want sexual videos on her WhatsApp. So when you send a sexual video, say she will not even download, but she will block the person. And I say, when you do that, you're not being fair. Because most of these sexual videos, nobody deliberately, it comes to you and you also forward.
Yeah.
So tell me straight, if I'm the person, hello, George, you sent me a video, but I don't like sexual videos on my phone. And don't give a reason for it. Because somebody one time was giving a reason. Look at the reason. I don't like sexual videos on my phone because my children play with my phone. You are stupid.
Is that not justifiable? Maybe the person that
the children play with your phone. Are you serious? What if somebody who you've not told, the person is not aware that you don't like porn, things on your WhatsApp. Then your child picks the phone that they play with and they go and download. Can you control it? You should be able to control your phone not being played by your child in the first place.
Absolutely.
So don't tell me that don't send me sex video because it's not that you don't like. But because your children play with your phone, you don't want me to send you sex videos. So we should be very careful to know what harassment is. Somebody admiring you to the extreme could be harassment. Sister, when me papa, so kama, yay. Bibi say ni yepe ede ahye nyame anyunyam o. Menya wo pa marry wa ma we feeling nyame adom. Bra, me mpesa. Why? It ends there. Then it continues. Then you're harassing the person. Or where the person is harassed and even abused within the workspace. A boss would tell a lady in the company. A lady came to me and said the boss physically told her that I don't want to see you in my office.
Reason.
So no matter who sends her, she's not supposed to go to the boss's office. The boss says anytime she sees the girl, she feels to have sex with the girl. So he's managing himself. Is it right? So you see, and that became harassment for the girl. So anybody who wants to send them, but some small call George Ho. Now go Jia be or the item. If hey, me man ko the item so be huno. Aden wa ya ne da bi o. Asem we dey to me count. The item say hun dey bia no ne be ma so into me mo the office. So now she was among the group of people who now sees her to be an erector machine for the item. So even when she has something, she can't go. So you see that particular, and that is also another sexual abuse. People have some type of contours body, Coca-Cola shape. When you are very beautiful and presentable, you can sexually abuse people. People can sexually abuse you. The same way when a woman is very ugly, it's abuse. Yes. A man you see a very ugly woman, it's abuse.
No, but she's not imposing herself on you. That is her makeup. That's how she was created.
No, but you drive in the morning and meet a very ugly woman. That's abuse. It's sexual abuse.
To you, the man.
The whole day, your day is gone bad. Why when you see beautiful people on the way, you smile throughout the day? Because they've enhanced your thinking capacity and your viewership. Viewership is very essential.
But this kind of abuse cannot be imputed on the lady.
But who caused the abuse? So most of us, our wives are, some of us, our wives, their head are like your head. Shut up, when they put the wig and come and sit on TV, people, you admire them. When they get home, then they give us this look. Your wife has gone to shave everything. But when she's in town, everybody's like, because they saw it. And then who said, Charlie said, the done cast in the easy crowd, Charlie, the wig, no, she and Charlie, come. But when she gets home, she peels it off. And that which everybody is admiring to connect me for sexual intercourse, she's abusing me with it. I hear when having sexual intercourse with a woman, her wig peels off and you see the cornrow, it's abuse. Shut
About the woman's look, shouldn't we blame the creator? She didn't make herself.
We are blaming who?
The creator.
But God created her as ugly, but didn't leave her to grow as an ugly person. Every ugly person was created by God. God created both beautiful and ugly people. Bible says that. He didn't create everybody beautiful. Some were ugly. So Leah and Rachel was beautiful. Leah was very ugly. And that's the word the Bible says very ugly. And nobody would admire her. But one of the things that Esther did, Esther was very ugly among all the beauty pageantry they did. But she enhanced her beauty. 6 months on the lips, 6 months on the eyes, 6 months on speech. So when you're not beautiful, work on your beauty. But you see, one of the good things is that when it comes to sexual issues, women who basically abuse men in bed are women who are beautiful.
Rather.
Oh, yes.
Rather.
Women who are ugly are not abusive sexually. Oh, yes. Because those who are ugly, they keep men with their sexuality. Those who are beautiful.
Is it because maybe they have an inferiority complex?
Yes, it's there. They know that me who fair. And your bad who fair. Now see a common thing. I'm not saying try because I don't know how you can identify an ugly person. If you follow this statement and try, you come to the show and you just be licking your mouth and you can't tell us what really happened. But I'm saying that regularly, beautiful women, men who are married to beautiful women are going through a lot of emotional abuse. And I mean, in our next discussion next week, I'll let you know how beautiful women are abusing. I mean, my wife is very beautiful. So I'm going through a lot of sexual abuse emotionally.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Which form does it take?
I mean, you are afraid to lose her. So when she says no, you get your erection and put your hands on your erection, you sleep by force and snore the heart. You know why you snore? So that you hear that mother, my friend mother. So these two forms, which we have started discussing and we will go deep into it, I'm saying that we have emotional abuse, we have physical abuse. And when it comes to sexual physical abuse, what you need to do is deal with it physically. And some are what I started from the first page before we came down to this page. That one, when somebody you're about to have sexual intercourse with a man, and you get ready, the woman is lubricated, and the man is still not getting erected. There are times that they give you assignment to do. They give you the male organ to erect it. It's abuse. We are in the room, and the things foreplay is part of sexual intercourse. But this woman has taken your male organ. He's doing everything. They are sucking you. They are holding it and doing the banana shake. Everything that you're supposed to erect, everything they do, you are still the same. And your face is not even changing. Your face is not changing. And the woman will look at you. So when they are doing blowjob for you and you are not performing well and you are not responding, they look at you from the ground level like this to see, they're me and your face is just like, Shandov, you're just smiling. Nothing is happening. That's abuse, physically.
Who is being abused in that?
You're abusing a woman. Because how long should it take you to have erected male organ to use? And you have magic. So some of them will ask you, Aden, is everything all right with you? You're abusing them. So this is physical abuse. And I'm saying that in such physical abuse, where you are ready for penetration, and the man is not erecting, and he's giving you excuses, don't wait for the excuse. Wear your dress. Go away from the scene. Don't waste time. That's physical.
Shouldn't you sympathize with the man and look
what do you call sympathy? Is it a funeral service?
A remedy for him. If you love him enough, shouldn't you?
Why are you wicked?
Help him get a solution.
At this time, what is the solution? Then I can recommend a solution. Mani mutuo. Shanato. What you beat the buttocks. Ask if he's feeling the beating. The man is aware he has erectile dysfunction. I feel I'm pay drama. Oh, hima. I deal with them. I say, say you. Now, and you be at the now that we are ready for sex, you will see Konya. Transmission control. Mini accident be 1961. Now, accident no. BBNCO. Moja po amba wa me body mu. Doctor nsi bibi aye boko. Em say nanse ya. Guy bi of in Nigeria ba ye. Ana me man baby tena ye. Ono mo me hu say ade we say na sorry o. Na so na me ka so e Nigeria ni ntim na me pega na ni. E dia so ahwe say be ba na. Wo de boa me why? Oni obi oton edro. Are you can you imagine?
In the midst of the action.
You don't do this. We are trying to share confirm before. It's abuse. Leave the scene. Another physical abuse on the life of a man is when you give your male organ to a woman for blowjob and then they use their teeth to scratch your male organ. I say when they have a WDF, wrong dental formula, or their teeth is broken. Because the problem is that when they are pulling it through with their teeth, you can't say pa. The only thing you do is that you do this. And when you do this, they think you are enjoying, but they are hating you. That's physical abuse. Shandov, sorry, you are experiencing what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, viewers. This is a personal experience of Shandov. Obadin is a true bear man. We yes, your case here. Then what's on your cheek? One case out where you take one. Men body trade and you physical abuse. There are times that unknowingly, who to what trade that's double physical abuse. Men and women abusing each other. Now, the way and the we are. So it can happen. There are some that they don't know. You know that physically when some people want to suck your male organ and go and suck your scrotum and suck. The testicles are so delicate that when they suck it, it's painful. So physical abuse or coffee and you feel it. This is not emotional abuse. Physically, they are damaging the thing. So the sexual physical abuse is not always about no, the management of the organs. So physically you can be abused as a man by the way they suck your male organ, by the way they can go and suck your scrotum and it's painful. There are some women that they can decide to say they want to hold your penis and play with it. Some they hold it and they think they've got banana. They are squeezing it.
For that one, should you flee out as well? Can't you? I mean, tell them of your preference. I mean, about your preference that you like it this way. Must you flee?
See, liking it this way is that the minimum. Have you met a woman with a hard palm before? Or maybe something ding. This is a quarry stone leader. The palm is so hard that you can use it to sandpaper a table, and they hold your male organ, not with cream. Shro, you can hear shro, shro. Yeah, only one physical abuse. If you say it right now, there are people that when you tell them, that is more painful. How do you show her what to do?
By telling her simply.
How? Kind of how?
For example, be more gentle.
What is gentle?
The two of you, can't you learn together in the process?
No, how do we learn? I mean, you are playing with my male organ and your palm is hard.
So use a lubricant, for example.
And you've not met a girl that you're an assignment and you to say, when you accident in your 9, say now, children. They're now going to use the shaver. What should they say? Now, it will not be sex again. Aerobics. Say now, penano. Me and you now. Sir. The game will be over. Shut up. That you tell a woman what to do for you. Like a man that I've been told, my nipple is what makes me come. And the man has gap tooth. Anieku. Trouble for you. He will just go and hold your nipple like that with the 2 hands. Because you told her that. You told him that. So I'll come to the woman's physical abuse, but this is a man's physical abuse. So sexually it can be abused. A woman can come and be playing with your stomach. You have a big tummy, airbag. It's not your fault. But by creation, all your money has ended in your tummy. And it's okay. I mean, people are looking for 8-pack, 6-pack, but you have 1 pack. This is what you carry. They're doing the foreplay. They come and then your stomach. Hey, you fine. Hey. This is not foreplay. This is sexual abuse, physical. So most of these things you feel physically. You know, the problem is that you are afraid when you say to be offended.
What if you're happy? What if you're okay with it?
You can't be okay with somebody hitting your stomach bum. You're fine. And any man whose tummy is big has a short male organ. And you have a reduction in sexual positions you can do.
By virtue of the size of your stomach?
Yes, you can do missionary. You can do clitoral massage sexual intercourse. A pregnant man. Why are all the pregnant men forcing to have abortion in the gym? So you don't want to catch a physical abuse. When during sex, somebody addresses you the way you are. A man told me that he's a thick, tall guy, like Leslie, the guy in spectacles. You know that. So he's thick, tall like that. During the act, I think the girl was expecting that the way the man is tall, he should carry some machine. Hey, nani patin na koti sos. Hey,
after the man had
naked. According to him, the girl did the nakeding. You know, good foreplay where Obanankasa you are there, you know, and then he's doing everything. So when you throw camera, you cook with there, you know, and admiring everything, then try to bring the boxer shorts down. No, boxer shorts you do in the hand or cigar and girl say, hey, I'm thinking now what to say. This is physical abuse
to the man.
But what she saw is what she's saying. But it's an abuse to you because what brother Bonnie say, Kabu Miakwala is swap. Now so started that one too is abuse. You know when a woman tells you that your male organ is too small, and you tell her, don't worry, sister, it's small, but you see the work it will do. You know what is happening? The woman now has what we call unending expectation. So as you are there, na time ben ebe kesiye. So see, ben mama interview time ben ebe. Physically you are abusing the woman because she's expecting that you say, "Adiano, esha me fin, me bo me to ebeba." So the forms of physical abuse, the way to manage them is to leave the scene. We don't negotiate. That is why we don't manage it. We do what? We deal with it.
With them.
So any form of physical abuse you encounter before or during sex, what you need to do is to deal with it physically. Don't manage it. Don't. Jinkuto. Now, no, so that is it. And this type of abuse is where, are you aware that when a man has erected and penetrates you and lose erection, it's abuse?
To the woman.
To the woman. Because I told you from the beginning, to avoid abuse during sexual intercourse is where a woman has been lubricated and a man has erected. So why is an erected male organ in me? You start here, 1, 2, same. That's abuse to the woman.
Counselor, let me ask a question. So what if the man also erects and the lady is aware they are about to begin? The man is very conscious, he is interested, and then the lady
takes her things to go away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That is an
abuse
to the
man as well.
It's an abuse. I was trying to discuss the man abusing what abuses are come to the woman. That's what the women abuse, painful. But I told you that women are abused physically in sex. Men are abused emotionally. Because our life, no matter what you do, when there's a woman who has bad smell, offensive odor in her private part, a man will chop and go and look Parazone, use Parazone. They will call you, Charlie. Masa, me do nyame. Adibi am kofa ba fi Charlie kala no e kan ba Charlie sent bi abad me hu be sent no. Be a be fe bi Charlie. Me spray ma to Charlie. Last time I say den adi twitwi ho no. E ye ton ne he. Wa wi o. Adi na bonbon de. Manenkwa. So for men, we are not abused physically when it comes to sex. We are abused emotionally. That is why the girl is saying your male organ is short and you say, but still, obey. All the plenty talks, obey. So the things that abuses men, the physical abuse is what I'm talking about, especially in their expression or their level of insult. It's difficult for a man to carry words that you spoke against him some time ago into the act, but not with a woman. So when it comes to emotional abuse of a woman sexually, it is not physical. It is not instant. It is always premeditated. So in the act, she goes cold. Oh, nothing. Hey, Orefi. Last time I'm a transo. What's in the boo bema? And then me transo. There be you. You are there. Obra. Nako. Physical damage is what we call the penile fracture, the breaking of the male organ. It's also abuse. You can have a lady like Getty. You know Getty? That girl who formerly was working with TV Africa. The way her back is, if she does sit-ups on you, you can die if you don't take it. And the girls of today think that when they are twerking in music, it's the same like sex. So they want your male organ to stand like this. And she wants to do this. Before you hear no, pray, oh, my proud. Hey, final fracture. You can fracture the penis. And it's so painful to the extent that when it's healing, anytime you are healing from final fracture or penile fracture, when the male organ is broken and it's erecting, it's so painful. So that is also physical abuse. You need to control it. They should learn that. And you say when you are doing now, cover. And can come on, you should be able to do it. Two no case dia. See. If by mistake, bra. Ebi krom bisa say we pra na bra. Oh, etu osan ya shem see. You see?
Yeah.
So in sexual intercourse, the abuse must be very, very identified. So you can either manage it
or deal with it.
But when it's physical, I say do what? Deal with it. So these are some of the things that women do physically to abuse men.
Can we talk
about Let me quickly talk about what women. Side. So one of the things that a man would do to abuse a woman is to see a woman's nakedness and describe the things you don't like about her nakedness. Physically, I meet a woman who has a big butt and I negotiate into the room because of the big butt in my head. We go there and it is not a big butt. It's inflated. Balu, afunkoyo. So during the foreplay, you are removing, you remove the first thing. Then the next one you are removing. Usually, you do this and this butt is not. I went to a program recently and the girl was going to take a photograph with me. So she wanted to get closer. But when she had buttocks touch my tongue, I say, hey, I don't know, I will see that you can't say to a hip pad.
Wow.
Everybody in the place thought I was to. But that's in. So we see the dress. Now I'm saying, Auntie, you know, see, Debbie. Hey, let me come so say, oh, when you finish school, you need to. But I tell you, shut up, Debbie. So she be people out to the machine. So something like this, physically, you are not told. You are just unveiling it, and we are about to act. Ebi and Toma, not to form physical abuse. She has abused you physically. Somebody will ask you, "Etuna abedi, Debbie." Mean the talk, but dear na me huna ma, misunsun, ati misunsun, me petu kese. So that is physical abuse for a man. That basically, when they see that, they go and talk to the woman. And I want himself to a flat. I don't want to see Kromu to flat. And I what that me pa she to adiaba. I mean, you begin to abuse the woman in that form. She was doing something to enhance herself. It's like you go into a room with a woman and says, "Guy, I don't want to spoil your makeup. Can I take off my makeup?" It's not. Don't say yes, stand off. If it happens to you, usually don't go and say yes. Because some of them, when they take off their makeup, you will lose their interest. Let them spoil your pillow and wash it. Because when you wash it, you go. A guy said, when the girl said, "Me give me makeup, nah." And the best said, "Oh yeah, me person best pillow room." And the lady went to the bathroom, took wipes. He said, when the girl came, okay, I said, "Babe, hey, see Anna, what's this answer?" She said, "Because I make a man." I said, "Hey, we all had Then they didn't have sex. They discussed the scars and the thing, so that becomes abuse to the woman. The woman that they will never clean their makeup, no matter what. Because physically they want their back. There are women that they never want you to remove their brassiere. No. No matter what you do with them, they want their breast to still be in their breast holder. So breast holder, because we are no funny be we are MPS ABSA level 400. And obi level 400 at your age. Otmi kasa. Why? Why is your breast soft and flat like this? Then you do this. This my breast is physically abusing the girl. So that's physical abuse for a woman. Stretch marks. There are women that they look beautiful, but on their tummy, they have stretch marks. Some are by birth. Some it is hereditary. It's from the family. Some they got pregnant, and as a result of the pregnancy, when they delivered, they have stretch marks right now on them. Some of them is not anything, but it's a birthmark. There's a lady that I had to counsel because she was getting tired of makeup. Her mother has a black birthmark. But according to her, I've not seen the mother, but according to her, her mother's own is on the thigh.
That huge.
Very huge. But she doesn't know what happened. When they were giving birth to her, her own went to the half part of the face. When she takes off makeup, you run away. As if it's ninja. You see those times, the ninja movies. That obi half black. Or the soldier, if you watch film of him.
Yeah.
That when she came and she said, "Counselor, I'm here for counseling. And this thing is worrying me. I want to take it off." She showed me pictures. And in the pictures, it was, okay, we need to do a cognitive therapy for you. Then she said, "Counselor, yes. I would like you to see it." It's okay. And my work, So she took a wipe in her bag, took a mirror, and started doing this. My brother, when the girl removed the makeup, I swear, I say, if you are a man and you go and meet this, you run away. It's not her fault. By birth. You see, by birth. It's on the mother's thigh. You don't know how come her own has fallen on the face. So somebody like this, if love making is going on, giddy, na, hey, physical abuse. So stretch marks, whatever. There are people that a young lady had an accident on Temamoto Way, and because of that, her front teeth went off. So they gave her a denture, removable one. Meaning but after counseling, I've made her go to fix. Now one of the things I should tell you right now, dental care is now super in our world. And in Ghana right now, I don't think you should work with the guard tooth or any challenge. No, you should go to the specialist, they'll do it for you. So after counseling, she's going to fix it. But before that, the front teeth is removable. So she went to the guy and doing the whatever. She didn't know what happened. She said she used a tank to push the down. Then it fell into her mouth. So it was kissing time. So the guy fell and stopped and said, oh, hey, what's it then? He said, all of a sudden the guy stopped. Hey. He said, when you tell me, physical abuse. So for women, and she never forgave the guy. That's what I'm saying, that women are abused both emotionally and physically. She came to me 8 years down the line with the same issue, and her pain has been the guy. Even when she came to me, she was married. Her husband has never said anything concerning it. But that time, 8 years is with her. So physical abuse are the physical things. The other part is where the money you are talking about comes in. Good. That during sexual intercourse, you have an expectation. Kasading. Then why it is a menyashi? There are men who have deficiency with noise. You know what that? So when you don't do it, and I don't know where this one is, but they tell me it spices the relationship. There are people that when they're having sex with you, then they'll beat you.
Spanking.
They say they call it spanking. Oh, you get spanking. Am I a horse?
But some ladies are also interested.
So that's an abuse.
Even if they prefer it.
If you prefer it, it's abuse, because at the end of the day, it's a dysfunctional mentality. So the guy is used to spanking everybody.
But psychologists say it's a sexual preference. It's masochist. There are people who like.
So you see, the masochist is a deficiency.
Okay.
It is. It's a deficiency. Like seduction. It's a deficiency. It's not supposed to be part of sexual issues. That beat me before you have sex with me. Inflict pain on me. They are not part of sex. No, it's not part of it. So it's a deficiency. It's a disorder. So how do you find disorder? What man say, kame. People want to see blood. Me humoja. Before you have sex with you. People like that. Beat me. Boom me. And so they want to cry doing sex. Not because the male organ is painful, but because you're beating them. So those ones are there. They are the extreme we'll discover. I'm saying that these are some of the things you do to a woman to abuse a woman. And men find one day and can't them, even though what I'm saying is true. So when you meet these things, I say physical ones, we run away. Emotional ones, we use talk therapy. You manage them. So I'll end here for today. And for the sake of our viewers that we came to meet, we don't have much to talk about. Shannon, just 3 messages out of this a lot, and then we can sneak off and go.
I think I lost it. Okay.
Oh, let me see.
All right. So, Counselor, some of the messages that I have here. I have black bet mark too, but not face though.
Okay.
Okay. Someone asked where it is. He said it's the right leg.
Okay.
It looks like a tattoo.
Okay.
Come on, let me just. Okay. Hey, Counselor, your mouth is painful. You are too much. The International Counselor Luttrell, Father of Wisdom. I think Counselor. Okay, I've already read this one. Level 400 breast. That was in reaction to that comment you made. Because I think that's all for. Okay, sorry. I think we lost the first messages that came. All right, so all we've done today, sorry, once again, next week we'll continue very well. Those of you are viewers on TV Africa. But this week, it's been another time of sharing wisdom together with you. Learn not to be abused physically. And if you abuse physically doing sex or before sex,
know that physical abuse, you have to deal with it physically. If you have to discuss anything you don't like, don't finish the act and sit and do. Stop the act and don't discuss that same day. Fix a day to discuss whatever you didn't like about the sex issue. But remember, our words are piercing and painful. Manage it and deal with it. They are two different things. In my next episode with you, we'll show you how to manage and how to deal with. So thank you very much, Shannon. Let me just give them the number. Those of you who would like to get back to me on 0277 609 604. Now we are doing a lot of online counseling because of COVID and other issues. You can decide to sit wherever you are in the whole world, and I'll do the counseling for you. I do both non-viewers and then viewership. Usually, we are supposed to have the counseling with the eye contact, but because of situations right now to ourselves, we do invisible counseling. It means that you can do counseling on WhatsApp, you can do counseling on Zoom without you bringing your picture, but I'm seeing my picture down here. So get ready for such an experience on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Thank you so much, Shandov, today. I hope you've learned some small things and your sexual life is going to change now. And those of you who are admiring the young man, because you know there are people who, when your hair grow, they tell you that no, me only made that me feel it. Me pesakora no. I mean, family sambo boss.
There are people who like that too.
Oh yes.
Is that one abuse?
Yes, that's abuse. So when your hair grows, it means that you can't have sex with them. So because of them, every day you are supposed to have such a hairstyle. 0277 609 604. I'll see all of you again this weekend. By the grace of God, I am out of Accra and I'm going to be in Kumasi. I'm doing some 4 solid days in Kumasi. I'm going to visit His Eminence Otikokwoso Ankasa Asantehene. I'm going to the palace to go and visit them. I'm going to Menshia and visiting a lot of radio stations and TV stations from tomorrow throughout till Tuesday. By the grace of God, we'll come back to Accra to come. So Americans, Councillor me bakurum. Why? Now when you are there, kurum. Kumasi bibi ni ho. Star be. Eye. Any fufu. Asa. Mumune ma. There are no ashawos in Kumasi.
Really?
Oh yes, you can get some. All the guests are booked already, so they don't come out. There are some things you find in Kumasi. Thank you very much for being part of our show. Well, let me say a big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit. And then a big thank you to Mr. Young for my show. I always tell you, anytime you are a man, you get up, the first thing you do is to redirect your male organ, because when it comes to braces, your male organ goes to fall somewhere else. I'm not like Shatawali, but all the same, my shoes are from Mr. Young. This is Peter Scott and very expensive. Shandov, this is very expensive shoes, and I'll sell it very soon. I don't regularly wear. I wear it to studio and go back, so I can sell it. It is not too expensive, but poor people cannot buy. It's very expensive for poor people. Toby. And my blazers are coming from Mr. Bodyline Clothing, Accra Central, in the Despite building. Let me say a big thank you to all of you for watching me today. I'll get back to you again very soon. And this weekend, Friday, tomorrow morning, I'm live on RTV, and you watch all these things back again. Thank you very much. A good night, good morning, good afternoon. Fix it. We are fixing Ghana. And as we are fixing Ghana, I don't want to say this. Let me leave it here. Order.